Hello everyone. Today we read the story Tar Beach, and it was about a little girl named Cassie. And when her parents would have their friends over, she would dream while she was sleeping about flying to her favorite places. Now Cassie's family did not have a lot of money, but she was very happy. And it seems like even her dad maybe faced some discrimination at work because of the color of his skin, but that didn't get Cassie down. Instead, she would think of her favorite places to go. So she would fly to the bridge in her dreams, or she would fly to the ice cream factory. So for our project today, we are going to be drawing our happy places, or somewhere where we would love to fly to when times get hard. And it's going to look like a quilt on the outside, because that's the neatest thing about the pictures in the book Tar Beach, is they actually are from quilts. So in my poster here, you can see on the edges, that is actual fabric that they took a picture of for the pictures of the book. You can see it up here too. So that's the first thing we're gonna do, is we're gonna add a border of colorful paper to look like it's a quilt. And then in the middle, we will draw our happy place. So you're going to get a piece of paper, and I've already started this, but we're going to be gluing those colorful squares around our paper. So you're just going to get a little pile of them, and just work one side at a time so your glue doesn't dry out by the time you get all the way around, but you just want to go back and forth and make a nice thick line of glue stick, and then you just start putting your squares down the edge. And it's just whatever is in your pile, that is what you're using for your quilt. They do not have to follow a specific pattern, because you might not have enough to make it the exact pattern you want. Now you might get to the edges, like I had enough room here, and you might have like a tiny little space. If you do, you can always overlap your squares to cover those spaces in. Now I'm going to go down this line, and I am making sure I'm touching the edge, because you don't want to put them up here, and otherwise you won't have a lot of room to draw your picture. Almost done. And if you have any extra squares, you can just give them back to the adult that's in charge of your lesson. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my happy place. I've already drawn one on this example. One of the places that I love and would love to go back to is a few years ago I went to the country of Ireland, and we drove down to the coast of the water on the ocean, and there was this little town called Cobh. And Cobh is actually the last place that the Titanic left before it sank. So they have a Titanic museum there. There's this really neat church up on the hill, and it was just beautiful being down on the water. So here I am flying back to Cobh, which is one of my happy places. So I'm going to do another one for this example, a local place. There's a coffee shop in Middletown where I live called Triple Moon Cafe, and I love to go there on Saturday mornings and sit and drink. I drink tea, so drink tea and read books. So that's another one of my happy places. So I'm going to draw Triple Moon Coffee today. And so here's the bar where you buy your drinks at. And then here's the door. And this time, instead of drawing myself flying in the picture, I'm just going to draw myself sitting in the picture. Because over here, there's a booth, and it's my favorite place to sit. If you go to the same restaurant over and over again, or even when we used to go to the cafeteria, sometimes you find a place that is your favorite place to sit. Well, this was always my favorite place to sit. And it has a red booth. I'm going to color that in. Okay, and then here I'm going to draw myself sitting and reading. All right, so here I am with my book. And your happy place is probably very different than mine. Maybe you love in the summer when it's warm out and you can go to Kings Island. Or maybe you love going to play at the YMCA. Or maybe there's a park near your house that your family likes to take walks to. Maybe your happy place is inside your house. Maybe you just love hanging out in your bedroom or in your basement. I, in my house, really like sitting in my reclining chair in the living room and watching TV or relaxing or reading a book. So it's up to you what you draw for your happy place. So I'll draw the person behind the counter. And the menu back here. And I'm going to keep working on this because I have some more details to do. But you want to add as much detail as you can to your happy place so we know where it is. And we are going to hang these up in the hallway. So when you get done, make sure you put your name on the back with your room number and turn them in to whoever is helping with your lesson. So work hard, and I cannot wait to see all the beautiful happy places that you guys come up with.